Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of Pay Per Preview. I'm War Machine MJ, and before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I am currently the second place predictions champion. And as far as the 3-count series between myself and Mainstream, let me look at the scorecard. After Extreme Rules, we both are tied at 39 apiece. So yeah. Things are definitely firing on all cylinders for the old 3-count series. Anyway, yeah. So a lot of stakes on the line between myself and Mainstream, especially for this weekend. But going back to the video, I'm here today to talk about NXT. Hold that thought. I'm here to talk about NXT Takeover Toronto. Now, this is going to be a fire show going down in a couple of hours in the Great White North. Mere day away from SummerSlam. The biggest whatever of the whatever. So, typical Takeover fashion. 5 matches on the card, all belts on the line. So let's go ahead and kick off with the one grudge match on the card. It is Candice LeRae taking on Io Shirai, the Bad in Black. Yeah, after several failed attempts at taking the NXT Women's Championship off of Shayna Baszler and onto herself, Little Miss Shirai has decided to go to the dark side, viciously assaulting Candice LeRae after her steel cage match lost against Shayna Baszler. And then since then, Io Shirai said, "I don't need friends, I don't need anybody." And she has drawn the ire of one Candice LeRae. This is going to be a fantastic match, but across the board, all three of us are going to say Io Shirai is going to win. Next is going to be for the NXT North American Championship. It will be the North American Dream Experience, defending against Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era and Pete Dunne. Now, like I was telling Rod a while ago, I think it would be amazing if Velveteen Dream came out there decked out as Bret Hart, since he likes to pay homage to other people with his entrance attire, mostly Ricochet's time as Prince Puma, or Immortal Hulk Hogan, or Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So, given that they're in Toronto and Bret Hart is a really, really big deal in Canada, it would make all the sense in the world. But getting back to this match, Roderick Strong has a claim to fame of the North American title contendership because he pinned the North American Dream in 6-man tag team action. Pete Dunne, being NXT UK's wild card to NXT, was thrown in there by one William Regal, who wanted to put on a killer match. Many are speculating that this is the takeover where the Undisputed Era become undisputed. So we're all going to say Roderick Strong is picking up the North American Championship. Speaking of Undisputed Era cohorts, we have Tag Team Championship action where the Street Profits will defend against Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish of the Undisputed Era. Now, yeah, this goes back to this past week on NXT TV, where they had the contract signing between these two teams, and the whole rhetoric of this is Fish and O'Reilly want the undisputed proclamation to come through. Undisputed Era finally getting that gold drip. And the Street Profits basically saying, you've never beaten us, but you think us who finally became champions have the option of losing? No, winning is the only option. So yeah, this is going to be a straightforward, spirited encounter. However, all three of us are going to go with the Undisputed Era. Next is for the NXT Women's Championship. It is dominant champion Shayna Baszler, the submission magician, taking on the head baddie in charge. Yeah, head baddie in charge, Mia Yim. Now, Mia Yim, since being slotted into the Women's Championship picture, has really fought smarter, not harder, because more or less she's been executing hood rat tactics by taking out both Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke, who flank Shayna Baszler. So yeah, Shayna Baszler said basically you can do all the little hood rat techniques you want to do, all the gang warfare techniques, but when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we're performing at a professional level in one of the biggest stages of them all, and you are gonna lose. And Mia Yim more or less basically said, please. So, yeah, this is the one match on the card where all three of us are split in some capacity. So Malcolm's going to go with Shayna Baszler retaining. Me and Rod, we're going to go with the head baddie in charge. If there's anybody that can dethrone Shayna Baszler, it's definitely Mia Yim. And in the main event, I know we clown on Rod for being all technical with the jargon, but yeah, this is a 2 out of 3 falls match, which is essentially a 3 stages of hell. What's the difference, you ask? Well, 2 out of 3 falls is, well, 2 out of 3 falls. 3 stages of hell is 3 different stipulations for each fall. It will be Adam Cole, baby, of the Undisputed Era, defending the NXT Championship against Johnny Gargano. Johnny 5 stars, Johnny Triple Crown, Johnny Takeover, Johnny Wrestling, whatever. Now, both men have named one stipulation. Adam Cole has named a one-on-one wrestling match, and Gargano has picked a street fight. And if it goes to a 3rd fall, which, let's face it, it's going to a 3rd fall, NXT General Manager William Regal will decide the 3rd fall, the 3rd stipulation. So, because of that little teaser, it's definitely going to go to a tie. There's rumor and speculation that the 3rd stipulation could somehow involve a returning Tommaso Ciampa, who is basically the thorn in the side of one Johnny Gargano. Now I forget, I was about to make a bad joke anyway. But, yeah. Ignoring the factor that is Tommaso Ciampa, all 3 of us are going to go Adam Cole, baby, of the Undisputed Era to retain. So, we're all picking Undisputed Era across the board. So with that being said, that is our picks for NXT TakeOver Toronto. Yeah, that's it. I'm War Machine MJ of the 3 Count Mafia. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.